how to use Sam.gov to find different bids. That's what we're doing. So when it comes to finding opportunities in SAM, what's really important, what I like to do is use the advanced search. And I'm logged in. So I'm logged in, contract opportunities, advanced search, set aside, check to see. And because I'm doing this, I probably will have, this is like a mini master course today. So total small business, notice type, solicitation, and combined. I'm, for the sake of this, going to do next month. So we have 2,745. What I'm looking for are things that we can middleman. I'm looking for products or services that we can easily find somebody to do. It's not gonna break the bank. It's not gonna cause a bunch of heartache. That's what I'm looking for. So that's the mindset I have. So I'm scrolling. This is a pretty good opportunity. Catering at Fort Drum. It was Fort Drum, right? They need you to meet all the requirements. Because I'm logged in, the attachments are here. This seems like a pretty suitable opportunity. They're telling you what they need. It's 21-day catering. You could easily find somebody to do that. If you think you could easily find somebody to do this catering gig, I know there's a little bit of a delay, but if you believe you could find somebody to complete this catering work, just type yes. Now, while you're doing that, and I have to share another screen, this one's pretty decent. I'm gonna actually add the link here in this client relations tracker. So you all should be able to see that. So I put the link there. I'll go back to add the information later, but it's pretty interesting. And this is a great way to track what you're doing. Get a copy of winnerswaybook.com, winnerswaybook.com. So I'm gonna go back to Sam.gov. So as a refresher, to find opportunities to bid on using Sam, I am on advanced search is where I'm going. I'm gonna start from the beginning again. I'm logged in first and foremost, contract opportunities, advanced search, notice type, combined, and solicitation. The reason that I do a total small business, not that you can't bid on the full and open, it's just you have more competition. So you don't have to bid on only small business. Pretty much everyone here, you're a small business. And I put due next month, perfect. So then what I like to do is to scroll to see what's of interest. We had just looked at this one. So then what I do is click the follow button. So you wanna hit the follow button because that way, anytime there's an update, you will be able to see it. One, for anyone who does HVAC, Department of Agriculture. Now they only gave 5 days for you to respond, which is a little suspect. I like it when you have more time. I can already tell this is gonna be based on price, and they have the Buy America clause. I mean, this is a pretty decent one. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add it here under link, put it there. Then what I'm also going to do is back to Sam.gov. I'm gonna scroll all the way to the top and click follow, okay? And then keep it moving. Now, if you're the type, let's say you're really big into like Excel documents and things of that nature, you can go to down, right? So this. And what's happening, and I'll show you, is that we now have basically an Excel version of the opportunities. So just give me one moment. And in case you haven't already, check out winnerswaybook.com, winnerswaybook.com. So this is in numbers, but you can Excel. So all of those opportunities, the 2,000 now here. So you can search, you can take a look, they're all here, making it way easier for you if that's what the approach you want to take. So then we continue looking. There's one for housing that may be of interest to some of you. Pest control in a few days in Honolulu. Thanks, Honolulu. It's Oahu, but. So I just go through this to see what's of interest. What would I want to middleman? Okay, language services. This is a good middleman. 35-ton lowboy trailers, spur gear. I mean, so far, nothing's really of interest. I'm just gonna go back to see any of your comments. Computer graphics, mold remediation, okay. You can find a company to provide this service. It's on FedConnect for NOAA. So now I'm adding it to my sheet, which I'll show you. So I added it to the sheet. And then what I also will do, I'm going to follow. Okay, then you just click the back button and you start looking some more. There's a plethora of opportunities. There are over 2,000 opportunities due in the next month. We have spending hours upon hours taking a look on Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat and all of these places on here on beautiful YouTube. You should be able to spend that same amount of time here. There's no reason you can't. Then from there, it's understanding what does it take to win these opportunities. That's what's key. Understanding what does it take to win these opportunities. So I have two things to leave you all with. winnerswaybook.com, proposal.wins.com, but here are the two things. So maybe four. Going on Sam.Gov and looking for opportunities is no different in many ways than dating. It really isn't. If you notice it says sponsorship for e-games, they're literally looking for a sponsor. Like, you're gonna sponsor them, that's it. There are gonna be times where they tell you, don't call, don't email, don't do this. There are gonna be times that you're eager, like with dating, and you're gonna rush into things. Okay, you don't wanna do that. You're not gonna rush to get a price quote, rush to submit some things. You're not gonna rush to put a crazy profit. Oh my gosh, that's the other thing. Look at, you spend all of this time and energy on Sam.Gov. You're looking for opportunities. Maybe you even look on Unison, and then you add an insane profit, and then you're gonna lose. And we're all about winning. So it's really important that when you're going on here and you're looking for opportunities, that you also understand the other pieces and parts. I don't want you to rush into it. I don't want you to put such a crazy profit you're not gonna win. I don't want you to submit 300 bids and you win 4. We are all 101, including this one here, Dr. Kizzy Park. If there is something about my content or my channel you don't like, don't watch. I received an interesting email. In this message, the person was basically trying to get free consulting. I get it. We've all probably tried to do this, but they did something that will harm you all. So let me ask you, as I finish this story, okay? How can one ask any client, especially the federal government, for money if you are offended by my confidence, by my couth, by my energy, and you mislabel it something else that I'm not gonna mention because it's ridiculous. When you go out and sell, especially to the federal government, you have to go with bravado. I am the best. It doesn't matter if you're not the one painting the walls, who cares? I'm the best at providing the painter for you. I'm the best at providing printed books. I am the best at providing phone stands. You have to go with that bravado. And in the words of Deion Sanders, don't allow my confidence to offend your insecurity. I talk about the things that I talk about on my channel, health and wellness, spirituality, because I'm your psychic government friend, business, Sam.Gov, family, friends, my show November 16th. Why? Because it's all interconnected. And the most important part is here, our confidence, our insight, who we are as individuals. So instead of sending an email addressed in such a way, I encourage self-reflection. And a lot of what deals with here comes from down here. It's that inner child. It's that inner teen. It's all that stuff we haven't dealt with. And you may say, but Kizzy, you need to stay on topic. This is about Sam.Gov. I am on topic because if you don't believe in yourself, circle it for you over there, yourself, then how are you going to be able to bid on anything on Sam.Gov? How are you going to have enough confidence to properly ask for a price quote? How are you going to have the confidence to properly put together a proposal, even if your proposal isn't 100%? Let me tell you, riddle me this. It's not gonna happen, and you're not gonna get any government contract. I am here to provide inspiration, motivation. I am here to impact 1 billion people. I have been doing this since 2007. I'm not somebody who just took a course, won some things, and figured out, dang, I can really just make a lot of money teaching people how to sell to the government. Not knocking a hustle, not knocking a hustle. Not knocking anything anybody's doing to get money as long as it's legal. But I'm telling you this, I've seen a lot of people in this space and come across a lot of people in this space. Your gold mine is Sam.Gov. Your gold mine is looking at solicitations and combined solicitations. Your gold mine is getting past this. Again, in the words of Deion Sanders, don't allow my confidence to offend your insecurity. This confidence, this sexiness, this amazingness, this 101, please. It's only gonna get bigger. So if you take fault, if this offends, don't watch my content. That's it. It's really simple. If you're in the place where you're like, okay, maybe I need to re-examine raw reclamation projects, in the words of my good friend, my business partner. winnerswaybook.com, proposal.wins.com. Sometimes you gotta go. You gotta do the not like us because people don't realize. And especially with this, I'm here giving you everything you need. Over 600 videos on how to win government contracts. Period. Every single thing. This is the gold mine, Sam.Gov. This is how you find opportunities. You don't need to buy a subscription anywhere. You don't need to buy a class if you don't want to. This is where it begins. So I want to leave this with each and every one of you tonight. This is reality. If you want to say, but nah, then that's cool. Live in a fantasy land. In the words of Deion Sanders, for the third and final time, don't allow my confidence to offend your insecurity. Because if this offends you, then how in the heck are you going to deal with a military officer? How in the heck are you going to deal with an agency? How in the heck are you going to look yourself in the mirror and be able to run a business? Whether you're doing it while you're working or not. And this message goes for everyone. And the reason I lean into it, this just isn't from an email that was received. It's for anyone who needs to hear this. So I appreciate each and every one of you. I feel like crying because I do miss home. And I think it's hard because I see and I know what government contracting can do. And the fact that there's so many out there that you're not in a place to receive it. And I had my spiritual advisor talk about that with me. She was like, you're really high vibrational. And she's like, people that aren't, they can't receive it. And it's hard. Sometimes it's hard for me because I love so hard. I'm a teacher, I'm an educator, and I see this, And so it's just tears for that with people who don't get it and focus on the wrong thing. And especially right now, this is the fourth quarter. I know some of you may be watching this replay in 2025, and this still applies, whether it's 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, still applies. The fourth quarter is so many things. So you may not know what you want to search for on Sam.Gov. You may not know what you're good at on Sam.Gov, but you got to try. What am I going to be like? Oh, I got to this. No, this is not it. It's July. I got July, August, September, October, 4 effing months before my show. So the same as this. We got 3 months, y'all. July, August, September. We got to get wins. There's no reason every single one of you watching, every single one of you who've come through, you should win a contract. The other kind of takeaway is Sam.Gov. This is the gold mine. It's here, Sam.Gov. Love and adore you guys. Take care. Everything is possible. Like, subscribe, hit the notification.